dear friends and all my viewers. Today in this video tutorial, I, Mr. Vihar Nisargandh, welcome you all in this video tutorial. Friends, in my earlier video tutorials, you might have seen that I have prepared many videos on Elizabethan poetry, types of Elizabethan poetry, characteristics of Elizabethan poetry, and such kinds of other videos on many literary pieces, famous pieces. But now today I have come up with this video tutorial. This video tutorial is only for you, and it is for understanding metaphysical poetry. Particularly in this video, I am going to take a short review of general introduction of metaphysical poetry, and then I will try to cover all features, that is characteristics of metaphysical poetry in this tutorial. I hope you will understand these types of metaphysical poetry and poets and their characteristics. So we will see. So friends, now in this video tutorial we are going to take a review of metaphysical poetry. I have titled this tutorial as Metaphysical Poetry Part First because in second part I am going to focus only on metaphysical poets. And so this video tutorial is categorized in Metaphysical Poetry Part First. It includes introduction and then characteristics of metaphysical poetry. So friends, let us see the general introduction of metaphysical poetry. Now, metaphysical poetry refers to the poetry of the 17th century. The term metaphysical is originally coined by Dr. Johnson. Dr. Samuel Johnson coined the term metaphysical poetry first. It was intended to be used as a pejorative. All of those of poetry have specific qualities that allow us to group them together. Literary critic Samuel Johnson first coined the term metaphysical poetry in his book called Lives of the Most Eminent English Poets. So it includes the period 1179 to 1781. Now, this poetry came out of the 17th century England or British poets. The word meta means after, and so the literal translation of metaphysical is after the physical. This poetry cannot answer the questions of science. So it is out of science, out of physical world. Actually, it has no any connection between reality and the world. Basically, metaphysics deals with questions that can't be explained by science. It questions the nature of reality in a philosophical way. Friends, now as we have seen, the poetry of metaphysical poetry is the poetry of the 17th century England. It refers to the poetry of 17th century and that combines emotion with intellect, often in unconventional ways, with the goal of understanding human mind. And this style of poetry is largely considered to have been founded by John Donne. Actually, this poetry covers a long period of time from 1592 to 1678. This has the combination of emotion and intellect. As we have seen, it is considered as it has been founded by Dr. John Donne. John Donne. And this term coined by Dr. Samuel Johnson. So don't get into confusion between John Donne and Dr. Samuel Johnson. This poetry, it has a common characteristics. Perhaps the most common characteristics. And these characteristics are all highly intellectualized. So friends, it has also a strange imagery. And also it uses frequent paradox. It contains extremely complicated thoughts. These thoughts cannot be answered by science. It is extremely intelligent and witty. And it is also deeply religious. It is characterized by strange conceits, also, comparisons, images, paradox. These types of poems offer a logical or philosophical argument, and therefore the poet will weave in comparisons that seem very out of place. So we find it already. I have told you that metaphysical poetry, so this MP, it stands for metaphysical poetry. It takes on the questions that can't be answered by science. So now friends, we are going towards the characteristics of metaphysical poetry. As we have seen, it is characterized as philosophical in the broadest sense of the word. So here, the first characteristics: delight in novel thoughts and expressions. The metaphysical poets wished to say what had not been said before. So it was their good attempt. They were interested in thought in their diction. They expressed their thoughts in their own way. The next characteristics is obscurity of metaphysical poetry. Now in it, all the metaphysical poets try to find out the verbal equivalent for the states of mind and feeling. And so the metaphysical poets are difficult to understand. They cannot be understood easily. They put forward dissimilar ideas without trying to explain them. The reader is always confused by their use of elliptical language. The third characteristic is scholarship. This is the important characteristics of metaphysical poetry. It distinguishes this poetry from other poetry in many other sense. The metaphysical poets show their scholarship and learning through their poetry. They put their knowledge in such a way that a common reader finds it difficult to understand what the poet wants to say. The next characteristics: religious and amorous. This poetry is a fine fusion of these two things: religiosity and amorousness. It can be divided into two divisions: religious and amorous. Carew, Suckling, and Marvell wrote religious poetry, while Herbert, Crashaw, and Vaughan wrote amorous poetry. However, John Donne wrote both religious and amorous poems. The next characteristics: imagery. The imagery used in this poetry is not as an ornament or illustration. It is used to communicate thoughts and to explore experiences. This is the purpose of metaphysical comparison.
In metaphysical poetry, the comparison is used as a means of exploring the experience it conveys. Moreover, the use of far-fetched imagery serves to be another characteristic of the metaphysical poetry. And the last characteristic, refined language. The language of metaphysical poets is refined one. It is the language of learned men. It is idiomatic. It is quite free of any conventional limitations. The poems of Marvell are fine examples of refined language. And thus a new kind of poetry emerged with John Donne. This poetry is known as metaphysical poetry. It is also characterized by genuine poetic feeling, harsh meters, and unusual images and turns of speech. These are known as conceits. And now we will see next remaining characteristics of metaphysical poetry. Characteristics of metaphysical poetry. In second part, we are going to see the first characteristic of it, wit and humor. It is perhaps the most common characteristic of metaphysical poetry because it contains large doses of wit. In fact, although the poets were examining serious questions about the existence of God or whether a human could possibly perceive the world, the poets were sure to ponder those questions with humor. So wit and humor, it was one of the characteristics. Then second, it sought to shock the reader. Metaphysical poetry also sought to shock the reader and wake him or her up from his or her normal existence in order to question the unquestionable. The next characteristics, the poetry often mixed or combined ordinary speech with paradoxes and puns. The results were strange, comparing unlikely things such as lovers to a compass or the soul to a drop of dew. These weird comparisons were called conceits. The next characteristics of metaphysical poetry is here religious sentiment. Metaphysical poetry also explored a few common themes. They all had a religious sentiment. In addition, many of the poems explored the theme of carpe diem, seize the day, and investigated the humanity of life. And the last characteristics of always I use Elizabethan, not Elizabethan, metaphysical poetry, thought and feeling. It seems very philosophical. One great way to analyze metaphysical poetry is to consider how the poems are about both thought and feeling. This seems very philosophical. So friends, this is how the general introduction of metaphysical poetry along with its characteristics. Now we are going to stop. I hope you will like this video in order to get proper understanding of metaphysical poetry. Now till then, stay home, my dear friends, and take care of your life. Till then, thank you.
So friends, I hope this video tutorial will help you to understand metaphysical poetry and its characteristics. I hope this will be helpful for all of you. We will meet in next video. That video will be on only metaphysical poets. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. We will meet in next video.